Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. I'm a witness that Jesus will make a difference in your life.
Are you done, Twinkie? Are you gonna be Dorinda? What you gonna Karen?
But she's the rose of gospel music.
She is.
I met her.
I like Karen.
I like all of them. They can all sing.
They really can. I'm forgetting one's name.
It's a bunch of them. Yeah, like the oldest one. And then I'm not about to mess
One who was the nurse.
Right.
We're talking about the Clark sisters, people, in case you're trying to figure it out. Why are you singing the Clark sisters? Let's just start there.
Because I feel like my hair was giving Clark sisters. It's not as poofed as a good COGIC woman's hair would be, but
let me tell you. First of all, you have the Clark sister hair, the Detroit shirt on. You in there, ain't you?
And it's pink, y'all. Okay, let's save that for another day.
Can we just hold on? Let's put a pin in COGIC for a second, though. Them COGIC hats, fire. Fire. Okay. As a child who was raised Catholic, there's pomp and circumstance in Catholicism, but it's mainly for the priest or the Pope or archbishops or even the building. There's not a lot of pomp and circumstance for the attendees. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I will tell you, the glitter, the hats.
The hats are something else.
Yes. I'm like, this is so very interesting. I just think it's very, very cool. So
yes. Church lady hats.
Yes. And they'd be large. Like, you can't sit two to the pew. You have some space for the Holy Ghost in your hat. Yes. I love it. So you can, the hat's so big, you can rock back and forth and not hit nobody. I love it. It's like a circumference, a guard around you. I like that. Yeah. I'm just saying, I like the hats.
I know you do. I know.
I don't even like glitter, but
no, it's beautiful. And they put it together. They had a little dress or outfit.
And remember the catalog at the beauty salon that had all the COGIC outfits in it and the hats?
It's the First Lady catalog. My mom has hats and like none of us want them. And I feel so bad. I'm like, I don't know who they're going to go to. Me and my sister, like, we're not into church hats. Like, it's just, you want the church hats? I mean, something for the Derby. I look at more of the Derby than actually going to church. Isn't that awful? Oh,
yeah, so just saw you a PK right there. Wait a minute. We're already all into the show.
You didn't do it.
Was it my fault?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, hi. I'm ready. Hit it.
Hello, everyone. And then you say hi. And then I said, okay, next I got to attitude. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Go Ladies podcast. I'm your girl, Faith.
Listen, y'all, every week I come on here and tell you she wrote the script. And every week she comes on here like Saturday Night Live and ad-libs and stuff. I don't understand.
Well,
this is not Second City.
We have a whole intro that they're going to hear anyway. So why then do I need to say it exactly? Because we already have it recorded, the exact thing. Neysa's totally making a face at me, but I have a good argument here, and it's fine.
She does. But here's what you guys don't see.
What?
Prior to coming on here, we have a whole pre-production meeting.
Yeah.
Do you think she brings this up in the pre-production meeting? No. Do you think she brings it up during our morning phone call discussing 2023 and things we want to change and do different?
Never. No. I wasn't prepared for her.
She gets on here when it's time. It's go time. Let's go. It's go time.
Okay.
And she wants to have a discussion now.
Yeah.
And wonders why I'm confused because you wrote this script that you don't follow.
The script was pre-produced. So it should be okay for us to be like, hey y'all, it's Faith. I'm Neysa. Welcome to Go Ladies. Or, hey y'all, it's your girl Faith. This is Go Ladies podcast. We got Neysa over here, me mugging. Like, you can just flow with it. Neysa's not a flower, y'all. She doesn't flow.
I don't.
You need it laid out.
Let me tell you. I don't know how she can flow. I can flow some, but we're both producers at heart. So I don't know where this flow spirit's coming from. So when Christopher worked in radio, we talked about it. Show prep is a must. I still show prep to this day. And here she comes.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Faith.
I'm Neysa.
And this is the Go Ladies podcast.
That's still the way it's supposed to be, but we'll take it today.
We're going to take it. Welcome. Thank you. Neysa loves me. Even though she keeps trying to replace me, she can't get rid of me. So
2023.
She's not replacing me.
TJ Holmes out there looking for a job, maybe, so I'm gonna take him. Hey, TJ. Apparently he's available.
Like available?
You didn't see the news that just came out that TJ and his wife apparently split and he might be banging his coworker?
I thought he was hoeing. He gave me hoe vibes.
Well,
I mean, it's his business. What was
I'm reading the whole season and he is actually apart from his wife, as in divorcing his wife. Then he's a free agent and then he might get added to the harem. But if he is still actively married, then I don't do married men.
Correct. Exactly.
You have lines.
He didn't strike me as somebody you'd be interested in. Learn something new every day. Okay. Hey, TJ, if you're divorced.
If you're divorced.
If you're divorced.
If not, down over there.
Right. So, Neysa, what else are we talking about today?
That was the worst segue ever.
Well, let me back up for a second because I mentioned it earlier. I like to point out that I have on a color other than black right now because two friends of the podcast frequently hate on my black hoodies, and I like black hoodies or black t-shirts or anything black because black is beautiful. But I heard them and I've taken into account that I can do. Why are your neck rolling?
Oh, I'm waiting.
And I
feel like a double dutch. I'm just bouncing like double dutch, trying to hop in.
I'm going to try to do better as we move into the new year with some sort of color, which is why I wear the lip because I want the black. But I'm not making any promises. I'm just taking it one episode at a time.
Boom, I'm in. Okay. For years, all I wore was black, and I called SHIT on a regular basis from this chick right here. You gotta wear color. You gotta wear color. I had on black. I look good in black. I wore black. I like black. You gotta wear color. So then I remixed with the help of Faith and my friend Rhea. Yes. Hey, Rhea. I remixed to navy. Wasn't good enough. Navy is just like black. You gotta wear color, But then she comes on the show and wears black all the time. Do I give her heck for it? No, I let her live. But if I did it, she'd be on me.
No.
Am I lying?
Different season and time where color was needed. I wore more color because I felt colorful on the inside, but now I sometimes be feeling dark, so I'll wear black.
Okay, Wednesday Addams, come on.
I need to watch that.
It's so good.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. But recap, back on track. Thanksgiving was excellent. Food was good. Our last episode, we mentioned where we were. So I was in Michigan with my family.
Yep.
It was really good. My nephews really be trying to play me though, and it's hilarious. That's all I'm gonna say. I love those boys, but they be trying to play me. They trying to come for me. So yeah, they think they're the boss of me, and they're not. Yeah, but Thanksgiving was good. Travel was good. I didn't get caught in all that crazy headache. Yeah, about it. Yeah.
Obviously, you know, I was in Kentucky and it was fine.
Yeah.
But there's one thing. So there's this, I don't want to say tradition because it's not a tradition, but people who are in the Greek community, by Greek, I mean NPHC Greek community, know that in the past, years ago, that if someone challenged you, was like, hey, what's this information? And you didn't know it, they would allegedly take something of yours that had your sorority or fraternity on it, because basically, you know the information, then you don't deserve to have X, Y, and Z thing. So we're at my mother's house. My mother is a soror, I'm a soror, my oldest child is a soror. And my oldest child comes out in her new black on black sorority sweatshirt. And my mother says, I don't have one of those. And we're like, no, I didn't know you would want one of these, but you know, I can get you one. And my mom says to my child, it looks a little big on you. Let me see if it fits me. And took the sweatshirt off my child. And she now has it. Now, of course, it's your grandmother. You give it up, you go change a different shirt, it's fine.
Yeah.
But in the car on the way home, she says to me, I think Granny just challenged me, but didn't ask me no questions. I said, and apparently you answered wrong because you took your stuff. So she reminded me this morning. She's like, can you order me another sweatshirt? I said, yes, I shall. So
it's the OG. She does what she wants.
She does. I was like, who gonna check her?
Right.
Not
who gonna check her? Exactly.
So yeah.
Hilarious.
That's what happened for my Thanksgiving. That's how my Thanksgiving ended.
Your mom is Debo. It's fine.
She did. So, ta-da.
You had a great time.
I did. I had a good time. I had a really good time. Yeah. You know who's not having a good time?
Yeah, this is all you, player.
Well, he probably is having a good time. He's probably just unbothered.
Thank you. That's what I was gonna say. Go ahead. Hit it.
Okay. By now, you have all seen the picture from Little Rock of Jerry Jones in 1950, blah, blah, blah. As people are trying to register, as African American people were trying to register for school, there's an angry mob outside, and Jerry Jones of the Dallas Cowboys is one of the people in that mob.
Mm-hmm. And this is Little Rock 9 to be specific.
Yes. So many years ago, when I worked in journalism, every February, it's Black History Month, and we're looking for Black history stories and X, Y, and Z. And we always go find people who were civil rights activists during that time period. And I always asked, shouldn't we find the other folk too?
Yeah.
And it'd be crickets and
of course. Yeah.
No. Yeah. And so the next year I'd ask, well, shouldn't we find the people who are standing around looking at the lynched person?
There you go.
And they would be like, no. I'm like, okay, all right.
Why not?
So the fact that Jerry Jones is in this photo is not really surprising, right?
No.
So one of my friends from home, African American male, was like, leave Jerry alone. He old. Okay. And Jerry has since said that he didn't know what was going on and just went there to go see. I know this is pre-social media. I know this is pre-cell phone. But you didn't know, Jerry? You know,
But
you didn't get the paper that day. Your family to talk about it at the table.
ain't nothing else going on in the town at that time. You knew what it was.
Thank you. So, even taking it a step further,
Yes.
I understand people can grow and change. You should not be defined by your worst moments.
All right.
But him saying I didn't know what was going on is BS.
Yeah.
Like the PR person in me, the simple answer is I was there. And I'm ashamed that I was there.
Yeah.
It was a much different time in American history. I was raised in an environment that was a certain way where I didn't even think that was wrong when I did it. But I've grown so much and learned so much through the years that I recognize that I'm not even the same person anymore.
Right, yeah.
I work with a plethora of people. I respect the plethora of people. If I could go back and do it again, I'd apologize for the harm that I caused.
Boom.
That's a PR campaign. That's a statement of apology. That's taking accountability, recognizing growth, and moving forward.
Right.
But he's just like, mm-mm. And everybody's like, well, if they let it go. No.
Privilege.
I'm not letting it go. Because we act like everybody who's doing harm during those times is just dead and gone. No, they're still out there. They're senators, they're lawyers, they're teachers, they're pastors. There's Carolyn Bryant's still alive. Talking about we can't lock her up because she old. Why? Why not?
Yeah.
There is no statute of limitations on the harm that you cause. So why are there statute limitations on you paying the price for the harm that you caused?
Agreed. Yeah.
I don't understand it. So no, I'm not giving Jerry a pass. I know he's not gonna get in trouble. I know he's not going away. I know that he is an American institution, just like racism is, but
he fits into the brand.
hot mess.
Yes, hot he is. Very much so.
Do you think that should be locked up? Sorry.
I think he should be locked up.
Do you think that people who do wrong during that time period, even if they're 80 plus now, should have to pay a price for the wrong that they did?
That's a great question. I do think some sort of price should be paid. But I also think it's case by case as to what that punishment looks like. But yes, I do think there should be some repercussions for participating in human cruelty, Black bodies, all that.
There's just
I can't, like you said, I'm not with the just they are. I was like, no, they got to live a nice, fulfilling life,
profitable life
in their privilege, and then you have these families that are still reeling from devastation, and yeah, I do think there needs to be something, but again, I think it's case by case.
I don't understand why people be like, oh, that was so long ago.
It wasn't though.
But it wasn't though. People are still dealing with the aftermath of that.
Yeah.
I mean, and we will continue to wrestle with the aftermath of it until we address it, make amends for it, and heal from it.
Absolutely. Ridiculous. I agree. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jerry.
I ain't a Cowboys fan anyway, so it is what it is. But I mean, I'm just over people doing dumb stuff and just saying dumb stuff.
But like you said, I mean, that's when you go back to just what we do professionally. That would have been a perfect statement. Again, admitting it, because one, it works in his favor. He was young. So when you're young, you do dumb stuff. You know, there's so many ways to like apologize with this.
There are. That and not go to racism rehab like people try to do. I'm going to racism rehab. No.
Yes. Yeah, and we all know nothing's gonna happen because
at all.
Because of who he is. So
yeah. So from racism to misogyny. Ooh, 2 hot topics tonight. Come on, Faith.
Okay, so first of all, let me just say, obviously the internet.
for those who are watching, or actually for those who are listening, I say misogyny and Faith starts body rolling. I don't know what misogyny and body rolls have to do with each other.
They don't go together, but
Okay,
I
I was just wondering
body
about
roll
that.
in my
You do
shower.
body roll randomly, so
I do
okay.
body roll.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify. It's like misogyny.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously lots of information on this here interwebs. And everyone's an expert, right? Let me just start with that. Everyone's an expert on something. They think they know all about all the relationships that ever existed. They speak for all men. They speak for all women. Not the case.
No,
Clearly. You have
at
any
all.
sense. So this guy, I just happened to come across this post, and basically he's telling me, it's a Black man, he's telling men to prepare for their women to leave them, because it is inevitable that one day that the woman is going to leave them, because women are driven by emotions. So everything could be going well. This is according to the guy. Everything could be going well. She gets upset one day, and now she wants out of the relationship. Just like that. Like Thanos snapping his fingers. So that every man should prepare, like I told Neysa, like a doomsday prepper, get ready, because your girl's gonna leave you. And you're just her right now. Because God forbid anybody actually get married and have a family and are married for a long time and death do you part. I mean, God forbid that still happens. But you should get ready, men, because one day she's just gonna be like, I don't want to eat these Cheetos. I'm leaving.
Girl. Okay.
Go ahead. Thoughts?
Let's unpack that though.
Right?
First level, you don't own anybody. Slavery's over. People come and go in and out of your life all the time. You actually came into the world by yourself. Even as a twin, you could come into the world by yourself. Sure. And guess what? When you leave by yourself for the most part.
Yeah.
Unless your plane crashed. But even then, something, by yourself. So I mean, seriously though, and people forget that thing. And maybe I'm really closely tied to it because I've experienced it. You can be married for a very long time, and someday either you or your spouse will leave first. My grandmother did that. She lived many, 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 many years after my grandfather passed away, and she just passed away recently. And so you come in, you leave by yourself. You are going to be alone at some point in time. Yeah. But here's the thing that really does rub me wrong is the emotional statement. That's the second time today that I've seen someone comment about the emotional state of women, about how we are ruled by our emotions. I do think that women are more in touch with their emotions. Yeah. That for the most part is true for most women. I do think that we are more emotive. For the most part, I think that that's true. Yes. I disagree with the fact of you saying that we are ruled by our emotions. And here's why. Who goes to war? Who's shooting up places? Who's in the angry mobs? 90% of them are men who are hollering and screaming and out of control because of their wants. I'll wait for you to catch up. Their emotions. It's not us. Yes. It's not us. The times you see it pop up, it might, here, there, sporadic. But when you see these mobs of people doing harm, yes, these riots, this men hitting walls and putting holes in the walls, is that not you not controlling your emotions? When you're so angry that you're walking around taking your shirt off, you got to pop the trunk on somebody, is that not your emotions of disrespect or anger running over?
Yeah.
I mean, sounds to me like you guys might be the ones who might need a timeout and some therapy. Yeah, I'm
There.
not saying all.
Yeah.
No, take that back. I am saying all. I really believe in therapy. I think therapy
Okay.
works. And I think that historically Black people are underutilizing
Mm-hmm.
mental health therapy,
Yeah.
and doing the work to really heal ourselves and be better because we've had to suppress for so long.
Oh yeah.
But no, do the work. Like, it's
I
not
think
women out of control.
in this particular instance and others, even recognizing that what you're saying is problematic is the issue, right? Because clearly he doesn't see anything wrong with that. Um, but it also calls into play. We're all emotional. We're human. We have emotions,
Of
but
course.
there's emotional intelligence. Not
Boom.
everybody has emotional intelligence and knows how to navigate through that terrain. Um, Again, I don't know this guy. My first thing seeing it though is like, who hurt you? You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
me though. I'm not,
of course.
but that comes with some maturity, a level of maturity.
Of
In the
course.
past, I'd be like, F you, whatever, you suck. But it's like, no, this didn't just pop out of nowhere. Like some woman, somebody hurt you, and it's now all women are going to, that's just me. That's
No,
what
I
I
get
believe.
that.
Now it's all women are gonna leave you tomorrow. Like
No, she left you because you was monkey. I mean, like, that's different.
right. Yes. Yeah. And it's unfortunate sometimes because I've seen it when people get into other relationships and you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop because you had a bad experience with one person.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's me.
Okay.
I mean, but you got to do the work. Like,
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
you have to do the work and recognize it and call it out and carve it out. I could dwell on the fact that my husband was unfaithful and
Mm-hmm.
then say, well, every marriage fails and all men are unfaithful, blah, 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 blah. Or I can say, in this instance, I had a husband who I love deeply, who I really do believe loved me deeply,
Mm-hmm.
but had a significant character flaw and was very disrespectful in his behavior.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the nuance of it.
Yeah.
And I don't have to take that into the next relationship with me,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
What I have to do, my responsibility to myself
Mm-hmm.
is to say, what role did I play in my own hurt?
Okay.
Not dismissing what Christopher did,
Mm-hmm.
but also owning my piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
And what red flags did I overlook or make apologies for that I won't do into the future? And I'm okay with that. And I think that that's me doing the work,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yes.
Um,
And wisdom.
yeah, and
Really
growth.
engage wisdom and grow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, very, very candidly, I had a really good kind of relationship going on with somebody. And you know this because you were privy to it.
Yeah.
But when it came time to make what I wanted known, in the past, I would have just, oh, we'll figure it out later.
Mm-hmm.
Just go along with the flow, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm very articulate about what I want and what I don't want at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I also recognize that if a person cannot or will not give me what I want, that's no harm, no foul. It's just we're not aligned,
Right. Right.
you know? And that's not that you're an evil person or a bad person, it's just that we're not aligned. And I can see that now, you
Yeah.
know, um, and can move on now,
Yeah.
which is very different than who I was, I think, in my marriage. But I
Mm-hmm.
learned that from my marriage,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, mm-mm.
I am obviously still growing and learning.
Of course. Aren't we all? And I hope to continue to learn and grow.
Yes. I just, words really do have power. The older I get, the more, what you say, you really do attract.
Of
So
course.
in this man's life, all your women leaving you, which goes back to your point of doing the work. You have to change how you think, and then how you think, what you say. If you want a different outcome,
Right.
there's just, for me, it's a fine line. It's kind of dangerous. Just a lot of rhetoric you see anyway. All men do this, all women do, and it's like, no, that's
No.
really not the case. Yeah, I just, it's for me, I say it's dangerous, because there are people who are not willing to research on their own, and they're taking what these people are saying as gospel.
Of course.
Anybody, you know what I mean? And they're just not doing their due diligence to do the research and the work on their own. That for me is a problem of mine. It's when you hop on and it's all women are gonna leave you. What?
Yeah. It's
The stretch. Okay. I don't know. And then I
you're
look
right.
they're younger. So I mean, I look at even their life experiences. I have to realize, in real talk, we're 40 plus. Not to say
Of
that things don't
course.
happen within, our demographic, but I've noticed a lot of people that get on and have this rhetoric tend to be younger and might not have a lot of life experience. Not excusing what they say, but that is something I find in common with some videos and things I've seen. And because some of my reaction is like, how old are you?
True. I
But
also want to know, like, I don't know. So somebody has to fill me in, because even though I do have children who are in the 20s,
yes. Aww.
I am their mother. They ain't telling me everything.
Yeah.
So, um, but so I do wonder how much of that is due to the lack of ability to date and converse in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
like if I just had a diet of love and hip hop and
Mhm.
city girl songs, then you know what, I might believe this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but I grew up and I saw relationships, good and bad. My friends were dating people in high school, in college. I mean, there was no shortage of people dating people and boyfriends and girlfriends. And I've seen, you've seen it all. And so now at this age, I can say there's good relationships, there's bad, and there's
Yeah.
really a lot of in between, you
Yeah.
know, a lot of depending on the day, because
Yeah.
we're human people.
Yeah.
So at some point, but they don't have that. A
Yeah.
lot of them don't have that at a young age because it is a social media. It
Yes.
it has been a pandemic,
Yeah.
and so the dating practices seem to be a bit skewed. Heck, even me dating, I'm like, I'm so tired of talking to people on playing Black 20 questions
I
on
know.
these dating apps.
Yeah.
Hi, I like your photo. That was funny what you said. Let's play Black 20 questions.
Oh
Like,
God. I'm so
you boring
scared because
man.
you are now you've experienced both sides of it now.
Yes.
What you said, the real time dating, the real
Yes.
let me holler at you number, like
Ask me for my number.
right.
Just call me. We can get to the end of this real quick.
It's really weird. Anyways, and now you're on the digital side of it, and you're like, what the hell is this?
Right.
Trying to
And
navigate.
some of that I can see where it could be freeing because you can be very verbal via text, of course.
Right.
And, but I also see how limiting it is
Yeah.
because you don't get to hear the inflection of the voice. You don't get to hear the lilt of the voice or the bass of the voice. You just get these, text messages and you got to be witty so that way it comes off right. And like, it's like,
Just call me. Like I never talk on phone. I know what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah.
And because it's all about this whole mating ritual,
Yeah.
we're not even meeting at a bookstore, at a club's grocery store, where there's an organic conversation that flows, I really am job interviewing these people and be like, no, thank you. Or, yeah, she made it to the next round. Let's go see in real life. Like,
yes. Yeah.
I don't know. It's very, very weird.
Yeah. Just, I would say for anybody struggling, whatever, just be mindful of your words. Unlike this guy, because clearly that's what he's attracting. If he thinks that every woman one day is going to leave him.
It's not about attracting, though. Let's put a pin in that. Attracting. If he's believing that, and if that's what he's spouting, what you say is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Correct. I believe that.
So if you have this negative thought pattern going in, then you're like, well, she left me too. Well, you're picking people who are going to leave you, and you're talking about it so much that I might as well go ahead and leave you.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. So, so many people get tied up into the all men are or all women are. And no, it's not all. Cat Williams said it. The dudes you mess with, right?
Right. Yeah.
Which has to do with you, not them.
You thing, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, like I said, it's so easy for me to say all husbands do X, Y, and Z. No, my husband did X, Y, and Z. Yeah. So let me change some things so I can choose better into the future. Not that I'm looking for a husband, but
Yes, we know. It's the power of love. Come on, Luther.
Oh, I love that song.
I liked it. Go ahead.
I like Luther in general, though. Okay.
Luther.
I know. So look, for so long, I know you guys got real big. I paused for a long time.
Like, where are you going?
I know, no, but I'll be deep. So look, everybody does it. We just said don't do generalizations. I'm talking about everybody does it. But everybody does. You get in your own head and you hesitate, or you overthink, or you have analysis paralysis, which I think is a funny little thing. And you start, talking yourself out of things that you really want. I do believe this happens to women more so than men. I do believe people of color do this more so than others, because you see so many instances and obstacles that are in your way that you're just like, huh. And I've done that repeatedly throughout my life. Like, I was like, hey, I want to do this. Let me take the safer route because X, Y, and Z. Or, you know what, that's a hoop dream. Let me focus on this. What are you talking about?
You. You just said, I've done this.
I've done this.
Yes, you talk yourself out of stuff. Go ahead.
In this season.
Macro. She got an attitude. Go.
I do have an attitude.
Okay, yes.
Okay. Because his hair is moving and his lip color is giving. But in this season, I am actively running forward. I've said many a times before that I will fail forward. And I've done some of that here recently. And it's like, okay. Yeah. I ain't gonna die. Right. Y'all did? Let's keep on going again. Do it again. So that's really the season that I'm in, and really the power of now. If I have an idea, Faith knows. I will send her a little text. Hey, girl.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, what's to follow? Because Neysa never just greets me and that's it. It is always going to be a think piece following that.
I mean, I just check on you sometimes.
You do check on me, but most times, if it's just a hi or a good morning, I'm either about to get a phone call or a dissertation.
Okay. I'm a morning person. My brain is like this in the morning.
That's fine. It's fine.
So, that's why I like to call Faith early and have all my thoughts out. She's not happy about it. Many a day.
I just listen. Anyways, continue.
You do. But speaking specifically about the podcast,
Yes.
y'all, 2023.
Let's go. Oh.
It's the third season. I can't believe it's the third season.
I know.
I mean, we started off
Yeah.
a little rocky.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then we moved to this whole Zoom-esque for 2022. We added a visual element. 2023 is expensive. That's what it is.
Everything exclusive, everything icy.
It's icy. So we have a lot of good content, a lot of good guests.
Yes.
We have some new news that we're going to unveil. Yes. So if you're not following us on social, please do, quick, fast, in a hurry. Go Ladies Podcast on IG and on Facebook.
Yep.
Definitely you want to plug in there. We're not only bringing you content audibly and visually on YouTube, IG, iTunes, Spotify, all those places, but we're also bringing it to you on social media. It's kind of just hyped up, like it's on steroids.
Yes, we're happy about it, y'all. We're happy to have you on the journey with us.
Yeah.
We are speaking life into this thing, and it's just gonna be bigger than I think either of us could have ever imagined, honestly.
It is. And people look at our numbers right now and they'll be like, y'all talking big bill game for those little bitty numbers. It ain't about the number right now. Like, let me say this. Like, follow, share. Subscribe. Do all the things.
Yes.
On every platform.
All of them.
But there are other podcasters out there in the world who day one get a lot of success, but they ain't got nothing to say. You know what I mean? There are others who, have a season and come and go. We've done this slowly. We've done this in our time. We've done this in his time. You know what I mean? So I think that we've bumped our head. We're trying to find our rhythm and our flow. Yeah. She still can't do the intro script right. We're still working on that. But I feel like it's gelling.
But I can sing.
I can sing.
Go ahead. I feel like my eyes are low.
Hold on, hold my ear together.
My eyes.
What are you doing to your face? I'm trying to get my ear together to see.
My eyes are low.
Your eyes low.
No, that time has passed.
Come on, Illinois.
They're not. Okay. I just feel like
why is she looking into the camera, messing with her eyes?
Hello.
Folks who are listening to this are going to be like, why isn't she saying anything?
Here's
why. Let me give you the color commentary. Faith is looking into the camera, trying to look at her eyelids. I don't know why, but she is.
Okay, I'm back. I just feel like they were low. Like, we're wrapping up the show, and I'm like, are my eyes low?
Anyway.
Big things stopping and little things stopping. Eight.
It's so much going on. There will be merch in 2023. There's a new set in 2023. There's a new intro in 2023. There's hot guests in 2023. There's all
like physically hot. Like,
yes.
Okay.
I got one lined up. Don't play with me.
One that you know. Okay.
Well, look, they say put your mask on first in the airline.
Oh
I'm gonna bring the hotness. I'm gonna get warm.
You do need to be warmed up.
I mean,
oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. We have a lot to look forward to in the new year, everybody. While Neysa's fanning herself.
I'm not.
Okay.
Lord.
Now fanning herself. Those
I
of you
am
are
now
just
fanning myself with a little card. Ding, 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 ding.
yes, I see it. Go ladies. So
Yes. So
yeah, we're really excited for what's to come. And
we are.
a long ride.
So here's what we need from you.
Well,
Like, follow, share, subscribe.
comment.
Thank you. Engage. Let us know what you want to hear more of. Let us know what you want us to debate. We are here for it all and having a good time.
Having a great time.
Not a real song.
Make up songs.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's it for this week's podcast. We'll bring you some more behind the scenes. We're gearing up for the new. Kind of give you some few sneak peeks until we roll it all out. But we're coming in hot. It's gonna be good.
And I might have on some more color.
She's going to. She's going to. Because she'll be on set.
Well,
Set outfits are a whole different vibe.
I'm gonna have to buy some new sweatsuits. We'll make it work.
I did buy a new sweatshirt just for this. I seriously did. I was like, oh, this is good on set. Let me go ahead and get that one. So
winter is coming. So
yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.